Greetings to the Gambia, greetings to Africa, greetings to our viewers across the continent and beyond. This is the platform, the motivational platform that comes away on Sembian's VIP magazine, VIP TV, and I remain Tony Mikiat Howard, your presenter. This is a platform that is meant to speak on social issues to inspire and motivate the current generation of young Africans in the actualization of their respective dreams and preach the message of peace and national unity, as well as revitalizing the Africanization policy that speaks about good governance, social justice, democracy, human rights, and most importantly, the African unity. For today's edition, we are honored and humbled to host Madam, should I say, Miss Fatima Ella Ba of the United Kingdom. She is an entrepreneur par excellence. She is a human resource manager with a BSc degree in human resource management, and she also has a master's in the same discipline. And she is currently a candidate for PhD at the Salford University, United Kingdom. And we speak with her right from her residence in Manchester. Greetings to you, Miss Fatima Ella Ba. Yes. Welcome to the motivational platform this evening, madam. Thank you. Can you hear us very well wherever you are, Ms. Ba?
I can.
Okay, yeah, that's beautiful. Once more, let me say welcome to this platform to our viewers in East Africa. We say East Africa, Nakupenda Pia. Those in Rwanda will say Achigwanda. Nakupenda in the Achiwanda language. To Yoruba land we say about Nisha Otutu Jomenta. To the Yorubas, to the Igbos you say one name the number can amend. To the Gambian people we say Abeyan de Sokononkole. To the Fula we say Hidejan Masudet Nalaga. To the Walla we say Nangadef. This is your platform, the motivational platform. We are in conversation with Miss Fatima Ella Ba from the United Kingdom. Quickly to the point, madam, you are a very strong woman who has climbed a very huge and enviable height in your professional and academic life. Can you cleverly tell the Gambian people and our viewers across the continent and beyond who is Fatima Ella Ba from an early life to her professional and academic life, please?
Okay, so thank you so much. I'll be happy to elaborate and maybe just maybe kind of like make it short because I think my life is too long. And my name is Fatima Ella Ba. A family of 8 siblings.
Wow.
My mom and dad are now, but I'm the eldest of the 8 siblings.
Okay.
And well, I'm now grown up with 4 kids and 4 grandkids. And I live in Manchester.
That's huge. That's a beautiful one. Yes, thank you so very much for that brief introduction. You are on the motivational platform. There are a lot of young girls seated under the sound of your voice that wish to be inspired today. Growing up as a young woman, you must have experienced some bitter pills, some tougher experience before you would have climbed this ladder that you've climbed today. There were storms. Can you cleverly drive us through some of your worst experiences as well as beautiful ones that you triumph over today to have gotten to this ladder?
Yeah, I'll gladly explain some of it. Starting from my childhood, as early as 13, 14, I have been groomed by my mom to be like, was one of the eldest. I have to show an example. And unfortunately for her, at the age of 13, she was given away for marriage to my dad, a cousin. Because those days you only get married to family members. And imagine a 13, 14-year-old girl being transferred from the Gambia, left school, primary school in Bakau Primary School, all the way to Guinea-Bissau just to be married to a 27-year-old man who's never met. And she couldn't fit. Because she was young, she was exposed to an adulthood without even doing her childhood. So that was a disadvantage for her. And she actually from 15, when she got pregnant with me, she ran away from Guinea-Bissau back to Gambia. So I was fortunate to be born in Gambia. And through that experience for her, when I was born, she couldn't breastfeed me. So my grandmother had to breastfeed me because obviously those days they don't understand, anti-postnatal issues for a young girl to have a child at that young age. Can't even fathom what is going on here with my body is changing. So she couldn't breastfeed me. So my grandmother was breastfeeding me.
Wow.
And at that stage, my mom always see me as a trophy that I have to be what she couldn't be at that early stage. She wanted to have education. She was very sportive. She liked to do sports, and all that was taken away from her just like that. And me growing up in Bakau, I've always seen her pushing me towards education every single time. Even when my friends come and play, she would tell me, you don't play too much, you have to study. I used to have teachers coming to do studies for me all the time. So finishing high school, she said to me, you are going to go to university. You are going to be a doctor. That's her dream. I said, Mom, you always give me your own dreams, but I understand where you're coming from. And she said, Pula girl, I expect you to see where I'm coming from, because they always emulate. They always have to have a role model in the family. And unfortunately, being an only child for all her adulthood, she see me as somebody who's going to represent her dreams.
Okay.
And I felt I was always obliged to sort of make her happy from high school, finish high school, and then she paid for my ticket to go to Europe, and we're going to go for the education, staying here. And all those things happening, I can see I was living her life. But having my own step, I can see where she's coming from, because of her dream, I see me perform, and all my sisters.
Okay.
But as a fourth child, it's always difficult.
Yeah.
Because you are living your parents' dream. You're living your dreams. You're not actually dreaming for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be in their shoes. What they haven't achieved, they want you to achieve. It's good. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But we as early as that, our early childhood, we don't have dreams. We actually dream our parents. And that has changed a lot. Generation goes.
Okay. That's beautiful. That's the voice of Miss Fatima Elaba from the United Kingdom. Yes.
Living, coming here, married, and from there I was just having jobs like administration. But I wasn't really ambitious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're breaking through a bit. Can you get us loud? Yeah.
I can get bits. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you clear. Go ahead.
Yeah. So coming from there, and I have to fast forward a little bit because my mom passed away in 2002.
Yes, just in a concise form.
I felt, I need to follow with my passions. I have dreams. I need to carry on with my education. So I did my master's PhD from now I'm doing PhD. Okay. But I did my degree, and then I took a break, and then I do my master.
Yeah, that's a very beautiful
one. That's where we are with my education.
That's a beautiful one. One question I want to ask you. When I look at your profile today, I see that you started your first degree in around 2014, and then you started a master's program immediately after your first degree in 2017. You achieved that in 2018. That's an intensive 12-month period. How were you able to, right now you start the PhD program, you're going a little bit far. How were you able to cope managing your children, managing your family with work as well as your education, especially at the late age, and yet you triumph so successfully?
Okay, I have to say I'm a very ambitious person when it comes to education. I don't see why I should stop for any reason to further my education. But in doing that, I'm also very calm lady. I'm a very determined person, and I love my kids. I walk around my kids and my education. I have a timetable. I don't know how it happened, but I did it. I was working nights. So through working nights, I was doing a senior support worker.
Okay.
I did that for nighttime. And then from night shift, I'll come sleep a little bit, go and attend my lectures. Maybe after 3 o'clock, between 3 and 4, pick up my daughter, come home, do some homework with her, and get her to bed. And then I'll go back to work at 10.
Wow.
So that has been my life for the past 4 years.
Purely rotational kind of assignment.
Yeah. So I never have time for social life, which I don't really miss.
Okay.
I never have time for like going to movies and stuff like that. But I do find sometimes on a Sunday or on a Saturday, just spend time to them every day on the phone. We have a group, me and my kids, where we talk about everything. We schedule a time, we talk about our issues, we talk about what's happening in our lives. But that never stopped me. Sometimes I will be in the library and it's the time to speak to them, I'll come out. I speak to them and I go back to the library. And when it's time for exams, I literally almost sleep in the library because I will stay in the library till 10 o'clock, go to work, and come back to the library, have a shower. We have student campus where we can have a shower in the campus, and then go back to the library, study, and then come home and go back to work.
That's
so
quite too huge.
My life.
That's quite too huge.
Now, I'm just lucky to have kids who are supportive.
Okay, that's beautiful.
It's very important you raise your kids.
Yeah. You listen to her. That's the voice of Miss Fatima Alaba from Manchester, United Kingdom. She says that it is very important to have kids that are so supportive of what you do. There are ladies under the sound of your voice, people who have been victims of immeasurable challenges in life, from marriage and what have you. Some have had their dreams shattered because they were resting on the shoulders of family members to ensure that these dreams become reality. But for you, you took up the mantle of responsibility to change the narrative of your life. What do you have to say to ladies who have the ill-conceived assumption that once I get married, my husband inherits my responsibility, so I don't need to bother myself about having a degree or whatever, or taking care of my various. What do you have to say to ladies and young girls under the sound of your voice this evening?
I would first say to ladies who I have been in that kind of situation myself. And when you are in that kind of situation, when you have a breakdown of marriage and things like that, it's very difficult to advise anybody at this spot. But I would say one thing that has helped me is step out of your history and get into your destiny.
Step out of your history and get into your destiny.
Yes.
That is leaving your normal cocoon, and then thinking outside of the box and trying to take the mantle of responsibility to actualize your dreams. Continue, madam.
Yes. Because the reason I said that is because you need to revisit yourself. You need to revisit yourself in a sense that whatever happened in your life, there's a lesson to learn. There's a lesson to learn.
Strong
and
words.
You have to be very positive and put the energy of positivity in there for you to grab it and go. Unfortunately, our culture is very thick over. Or when if that husband just leave you, then what do? Stuck.
I know. That's
You're
true.
stuck.
That's true. That's
Life
true.
doesn't stop there.
Yeah. Clever point. That's a very clever point. And I look here, when I look at the profile, I saw that you serve as the CEO of internationally recognized executive educational training body called Elite Global Consultancy in the Gambia here, while you in fact stay in the UK. And you also have the Moki care, where you are greatly concerned about less privilege. What are the factors that revealed your zest to being professional, aside from being professional, to also have a corporate social responsibility back to the society? Where does that come from?
Right. If I start with Moki first, because I set that up before Elite came into being.
Okay.
Moki, I set Moki up in 2016. That's after my mom passed away. And at her funeral, people were just coming and telling me stories and histories about what my mom used to do for them. And not even telling us all. I used to call my siblings and say, "Did you know that this?" They said, "No, we didn't know that." Because she's been paying school fees all the time. She's been giving, people some money to pay their rent. Some don't even have clothes to give them her clothes. And I remember when I used to buy him a come you eating so much rice? He said, no, I can't sit here when people come and say, I've just finished cooking the soup, but I don't have rice. He said, that's how the rice go. And even if I'm not here, I'll tell the maid, give rice.
Okay.
So that's why my rice never lasts for a month. And other things that he never told us about. And when I got all these things coming to me, I was overwhelmed.
Wow.
I couldn't understand it. I said, I don't even know my own mom. You know, she was doing things. And I said, Mom, you're not working. You have no responsibility. We send you money for your own, you know, upkeep. Some of it just to keep you have emergency. But every single time she would say, you know, when she wants something from me, Joe Labado, Woody. That's like, beautiful girl, I have money.
Okay.
And I say, okay, I know, I'll send you money.
Yeah.
But after she passed away, I realized what my mom was doing.
May her soul rest in perfect peace.
I just picked up where she left. And that's how it came into being. And I was thinking about what name to give the charity.
Okay.
And I came up with my 4 kids. That's the initial, Malik, Umi, Khadija, and Aisatu.
Okay, that's the acronym. That's the meaning of the acronym, MOKI, right?
Yeah. MOKI stands for my 4 kids because I felt like kids who are born here, sometimes they don't really understand what the kids in Africa or Gambia go through to have education. Like they have it here for free. They don't understand in Gambia how hard it is. Some kids are so smart and they work so hard to get that. But here, everything like this on your finger. And I involved them for them to see the difference and then to appreciate what they have here and also that they have to give. So I involved them every step of the way. I'm just a CEO for this charity, but the kids run it.
Okay.
Even Aisatu, the last one, who's 14, talk to some of the kids. She calls them and speak to them and find out their issues. And when we have our meeting, she will tell me what I was speaking to this girl. She was telling me she doesn't even have shoes to go to school. I involve them in that way so that they can appreciate what they have and then know that, you know, life is not just here.
Yeah.
That's where my parents are from. That's where the roots are. Okay. They have to know their roots.
Just in case.
I involved them in the charity.
That's very beautiful. Just in case you just joining us right now, this is the Motivational platform. This is a platform that is meant to inspire and motivate the current generation of young Africans in the actualization of their respective dreams and to preach the message of peace and national unity, as well as revitalizing the Africanization policy that speaks about good governance, social justice, democracy, human rights, and most importantly, the African unity. Quickly, you are so multi-talented. You are not only with Elite, you are not only with MOKI, you are an expert in early childhood development. Now, my question is...
Yeah, ask something on Elite.
Okay.
I didn't explain anything about Elite.
Okay, yes. Give us an excerpt about Elite before we go to the next question.
We set Elite up last year with my business partner called Motivational.
Okay.
He's the one who show in Gambia, not me.
Yeah.
But we work so well together. We collaborate and we sort of like speak to customers. And so far, right now, we are actually getting so busy with future trainings coming up to Dakar. And with government and non-government institute, and we're having a lot of feedbacks and a lot of appreciation we're getting, and the understanding of what we do, they're appreciating it is really good. That really motivates me for this year. So they'll be really busy, me and Momodify, and he just recently back from Senegal for 2 weeks training, and it was very successful. So that's one thing I've always dreamt of doing, and have somebody there in Gambia whilst the business is growing. I could be doing some feedbacks from this end. But Momodify is actually running the office in the Gambia, and definitely things are picking up, and I'm very happy about the way it's going.
That's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful one about Elite Global Consultancy. Quickly to the question I wanted to ask before you decided giving us at least something about Elite. You are an expert in early childhood development. I want to ask you this question. When you look at the current generation of Gambians, by extension Africans of the 54 nations, I don't know what is wrong with our educational system. You see somebody leaves the walls of a high school or university and cannot be able to even conduct themselves in whatever language or whatever discipline they must have studied and what have you. My question is there something wrong with us, the trainers, the lecturers, I say us, I'm putting myself in a category because of a long experience in the classroom, or is there something wrong with our methodology, or something wrong with the motivation in terms of for the remuneration that comes in our pocket at the end of the month that shied us away from doing the right thing in the classroom? What is wrong with our system educationally?
I would first say to ladies, so I have been in that kind of situation myself. And when you are in that kind of situation, when you have a breakdown of marriage and things like that, it's very difficult to, I mean, I've seen that. I want her to stop out of just curiosity, and I asked the girl, why are you standing here? She said, my sister lives in Maligay. And I go, no, you do Maligay. You're too young. I gave her money and I take back home. She was crying on the way. She said, but I have nothing else to do. She's one of the girls that I'm going to answer now.
Yeah.
Well, it's difficult.
Okay.
Because you can't reach out. Some of them, they hide and do it because of they're embarrassed.
Yeah.
Some of them, and obviously, as you know, they will be abused. And some of them, they will say, my parents said I should go and find my own money. Yeah. And that's sad. You see all those.
Very sad.
So these are the things that we have to tackle, and I'm hoping that by the time the government is settled with all these, the social side of things will really, addressed through social welfare or education or women's pillow, whichever way they want to do it, collaborate with other, even all these other sharing.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Very clever point. We hope that the authorities of education, not only in the Gambia, but the continent of Africa can take note, because we have viewers across the continent and even beyond. Thank you so very much, and join us some other time. It's Tony Miket, how are your presenter? This is the platform, the Motivational platform. If you like, follow us. Bye-bye.